But I am only saying that to do this, one should be in a happy, contented state. If you are crying about your physical condition, if you're worrying, I don't have enough money, if you're worrying, where will I go now, I don't have transportation, if you are worrying about all the things which are meant only for a little short period of time in this physical body, we have no time for the real thing, which is to find out the source of all this. In the physical state, we should be contented to be able to do it. Now, what makes one contented? I don't think that a person suffering in pain in the physical body, having a hard time here, can say, I am very contented. I can't think of a person so confused in his mind. He doesn't know what to decide. He's having nightmares from the problems he's facing, and he can say, I am contented. And do you realize these are handicaps to meditation? If you are in that state, how will you meditate? Your attention is all going on these things. To be contented, you have to be contented in body, senses, and the mind. If you are not contented in all three, you are not in a very happy situation. Now, when I came to this country, I met a nice friend who invited me. Because of him, I came to this country. I must tell you, maybe I would not have been giving you these talks and sharing my experiences if he had not invited me and given me a job and put me in a position that I could earn a living, be here, retire here, get a social security check, and be amongst you. I couldn't have done that. And that was Professor Dr. Clarence Brinson, the black guy who set up Vegetarian Health, and he invited me to come and join him in that company. And I came here to make meat substitutes, to make vegetarian alternatives for meat-eating people. Most people were eating meat. So I said, since vegetarian food is good for the spiritual path, if they can find substitutes, it'll be great. And we made a lot of things and made nice cookies, healthy cookies. And now again, he's still working on making more, better quality of meat substitutes and miracle foods. He called them miracle foods because he's given a new title to vegetarian food. He's called them non-violent food. He has studied the history of violence, and he finds that there's greater violence where people eat more animal food. So I don't know how that came up, but it's an interesting study that to eat simple vegetarian food makes you less violent. It's a great thing. If you can make you non-violent, it's a great thing. But the miracle foods is working. But I am quoting him because he told me what contentment consists of. Right on when I came here. And he said that's all he wants. What does he want? Good food, good company, and lots of love. That's what he told me. And I realized he's saying the right things. Good food, the right food for us, makes our body okay, makes us contented. Good company, intellectual company where we can share humor and jokes, where our mind gets so entertained by the company, makes us contented in the mind. And love makes us contented in the spiritual way. So he gave me a good lesson in contentment. And I said I should share it with you today, that if we really take care of our food, not put all the junk into our systems and then get sick and then we say, oh, who do we blame? We blame ourselves because the junk food was tastier than the other food. The healthy food wasn't so tasty and junk food was better, so we took that. And then we are not feeling so good. So why not maintain good health and take good food? It's a helpful thing on the spiritual path. Why not keep good company? This is a very important thing in Indian literature. They say the satsang, the company of the truth, the company of people who are on the path, is a very big factor in motivating us to be on meditational efforts. We don't make meditational efforts if we are totally isolated and we are so busy doing other things that our attention gets diverted to other things. But in good company, we get back into this and we get inspired. So that is why regular meeting in good company. My own master, Hazur Maharaj Baba Sawan Singh Ji, the great master. Everybody calls him great master because he was great. When he was just a disciple of his master, he used to exchange letters about what he should do. And his master told him a day's program. He says, this should be your daily routine. He said, get up early morning. And if you're still sleepy at 3 o'clock, take a shower. If you're not sleepy, get on to meditation. Do as much as you can. Do repetition of the holy words I gave you. Those words have greater meaning. You will realize they prevent negative entities from coming near you. They are not merely to repeat words like a parrot. Use them very carefully and usefully, and then hear the sound coming within your head, inside. Practice it. Spend more time on hearing the words and less time on the sound. When sound becomes regular, then more time on the sound, less time on the words. Eventually, if sound comes all the time, whether you're walking, talking, then forget the words and just listen to the sound, because sound will take you to the highest level. This is in the morning at 3 o'clock to 5:30, 6. If you haven't had a shower earlier, then do it now. They were Sikhs, so they had beards. So they didn't do shir like we do. You know what shir is. Shit, shower and shave. Okay. So they were, so therefore he advised him, the morning should start like this. Then have your breakfast, go to work. And when you come back from work, come back, have some tea, some nice tea, which is good tea, not too much blends of something, pure tea, and maybe like green tea or something. Take this cup of tea and then sit with some friends for good company who are like-minded in their thoughts. Have that company in the evening, spend some time. It will prepare you for your night. Then have an early supper. After early supper, then again spend some time with friends and read a book to refresh you. Then for half an hour, meditate again. Then go to sleep, and that half an hour meditation, repeat the words. Because then when you sleep after repeating the words will repeat themselves all night long. And you can make a habit. The words should come by habit, not by trying to do it. And when the words come by habit, at night you will wake up and you're still repeating the words. And then you'll be meditating the real length of time required to meditate. And great master enjoyed that, and he followed those instructions. And he was very happy. And whoever has followed that instruction is also happy. I can vouch for that. Therefore, he gave a general idea about how to proceed, and he brought up all these things, good food, and he brought up good company, and lots of love and spiritual development.